Enchiladas, a Mexican staple and a dish that I have to master if I ever want to be an expert cook. During my research, I learned so much, but I also learned that there's a lot of things that could be improved and that could save you a lot of time. For example, many of them made the salsa from scratch, but I don't think you always have to. And then the oven thing? Not all of us have expert ovens. Many people don't even have ovens. So there's gotta be something better that we can do to cook that cheese, to melt it and make these delicious hot enchiladas. Stick around and I'll show you what I came up with. Let's get started. Step 1, get your pan ready. Now I got my second-hand salsa. I know, hey, I know te creci. Why not making it fresh? The truth is, this salsa from La Costeña tastes pretty good. It just needs a few improvements. If you like a little bit more garlic, you can add more garlic. In this case, we in our family like it the way it is, and we just thought, let's just add a little bit more of onion. So we're gonna saute this salsa for 10 minutes on low heat, and then simultaneously we prepared our onions on another frying pan on low heat. The goal here is, while the salsa is cooking for those 10 minutes, we are also browning these onions for the same amount of time. An important thing that I did learn on all those videos from the Señoras and Abuelas and Señores from YouTube is that you have to move the salsa constantly because it can burn, and it's true. It can burn on the bottom, even though we added a little bit of butter. So after 10 minutes, you see here, it's been simmering, it's been sauteing. It does improve the flavor always to cook your salsa for a little bit. And adding the onions adds a nice little touch. Now at this point, you can taste your salsa. If it needs more salt, add it. If you feel like it needs more garlic, this is the time to do it. Now we're not done. At this point, I grabbed half a cup of the salsa, put it in a saucepan, and then added a half a cup of water, added it with that, and then we're gonna bring that to a boil. Whatever you do, don't forget to do this. It is a key step in our cooking process, and it helps us to cook 30 minutes faster. We don't need an oven if we do this step. Okay. Now it's time to prepare our tortillas. To do this, we're gonna need a neutral oil. Neutral is best because we don't want our tortillas to taste like olive oil. And we're gonna cook it at medium heat. Now it's also fair to get secondhand tortillas. Most of the people that I saw making these used pre-made tortillas, and that's cool. All you gotta make sure is that you like the tortilla and that it's flexible, and the oil is gonna help us keep it warm. What I also noticed during my research was that most of the cooks are just doing this to, 1, heat up their tortillas, and then 2, the oil acts sort of like a blanket of heat to keep them warmer for longer. So could you technically cook these without oil? Yes. Because what we're really trying to do here is just make those tortillas flexible enough so that we can fold them or roll them into a little enchilada. That's the goal here. As you saw, that tortilla took no longer than 30 seconds. So that's important. If you overcook your tortilla, it's gonna get too hard and then you won't be able to roll it up. And hey, if you notice I did something wrong or something I could have done better, please let me know in the comments. I'm really here to learn, and I like to learn by teaching. So, thanks. Now that we have all of our ingredients ready, we can do the prep. So with our tortilla, we dip it generously into our warm salsa. It should be relatively pretty warm. And then into the plate it goes. Now we add our protein. We use chicken for that. And then we just roll them. As you can see here though, I'm leaving a little bit of space between the tortillas. And that's an important, very important step that I learned from YouTube. The little spaces that we leave allow the tortilla to really bathe in the salsa. However, you're gonna see that I didn't go crazy in this step of adding salsa to my enchiladas. And that's because we still have the boiling salsa waiting for us towards the end. That's when we go nuts. Let's finish these off. So yeah, we got our second-hand tortillas, which are great. We got our second-hand salsa. And now that queso goes on there. Bring in the boiling salsa, and this is what saves us those 30 minutes in the oven and gives us the same result. As you can see here, the warm salsa verde helps us to make that queso just melt right before our own eyes. It even looks cooler when you serve it this way. Once it's melted all your queso, we add our garnishes and voila! Celebrate, because now you can officially make Mexican style enchiladas in less than 30 minutes.